Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, bro. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys some cool VST effects to use on virtual melodies, just to add that extra sauce, and just some general sound selection tips. So yeah, before we get started, as always, make sure to go tap in with me on social media at Enviro. But let's lock in. Lately, I've had a lot of fun just juicing up regular sounds to make them sound crazy. So that's why I'm going to show you guys some cool effects to use. So it's all about knowing how to use a sound, because you can really take a garbage sound and make it hard. My definition of virtual beat is pretty broad, but you know, anything that's kind of like synthy and futuristic. So that's actually hard. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to play some really simple chords. D minor is actually harder. So I'm basically playing D minor, B flat major, F major, C major. Really happy chords, and those lock in real quick. Quick melody tip is like, these notes sound hella boring, so you got to change the rhythm to be more off grid, so it's more syncopated. You know, that's more interesting now. Another quick melody tip is like, this chord right here is an F major chord, so you see the bass note is an F, but what I'm gonna do actually is add an A as the bass note, so that's gonna be an F chord over A, so that's the third of the chord. So instead of sounding normal like this, it's gonna sound like this. It's a really slight difference. You know, if you're a new beginner, you might not notice what that difference was, but it does add a different color to the chord. Alright, so this is my final melody. As you can see, a lot of the notes are not quantized perfectly because I really want that swing in there. So now, you know, I'm gonna just do some basic effects right now before spilling the sauce. The first effect that I like using a lot is Crystallizer from Sound Toys. This is pretty much like a granular delay, and it has a lot of cool things in it. Let me just go through some of the presets. Yeah, I already like that a lot, but basically what it does is like, you can chop it up into different kind of note lengths, and then you can put a delay on it as well as make it reversed. With all these effects, you got to be careful just to do very minimalistic things with it. You don't want to overdo it, you know. That's too much, you know. I like that kind of atmosphere this gives off. Next up, a plugin that I love using a lot is, again, from Sound Toys. It's called Tremolator. This is basically kind of like a tremolo, like a gate. You can make it sound really wavy with this. I'm gonna choose 1/2. Make it go on every like other downbeat. Again, you know, make sure you don't overdo it. Just do it really minimal things with it. All right, so next let's add a layer maybe with this citrus that we had pulled up. This is a really kind of trash sound, but I think I'm gonna use it. It's like a marimba, but a really synthetic one. So let's try to come up with some pattern with this. I really like how these rhythms are really weird. Yeah, so that instrument is really trash, but we're gonna juice it up. So let's just put that in the mixer. And first of all, you know, with any instrument, I like to just briefly EQ it and get some of the harsh frequencies out. So this one, you know, don't want to cut this part out because that's a cool like peak. For this one, I'm gonna open up this plugin called Finisher Micro. This is actually a free plugin, pretty cool, and it has a bunch of weird kind of presets. So we're just gonna go through these. I actually like the first one a lot. And we're gonna create a texture with this, so if you haven't watched my texture video, make sure to go check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna just sauce that up. So this is really too much, so we gotta really be careful with this one. So we're gonna EQ it first, and then put Finisher, and then put Filter Freak on here. This is also from Sound Toys, because Sound Toys is hella crazy. And then what we're gonna do is just take the frequency down, and then bring the resonance up a little bit, and then go over here into envelope, click rhythm, and then bring the modulation up a little bit. Let's hear that with the previous pattern. Now I think I'm gonna, all right, so now I'm gonna find a cool pad, maybe from Hybrid. And then probably just repeat that. That's actually hella hard. All right, so I'm gonna change my preset to gentle drawbars. Make sure you take notes, write that preset down if you actually want to use it, because hella people in the comments be like, what preset did you use, bro? Like, I don't hide my presets. You just gotta watch the video more carefully and take notes, you know what I'm saying? All right, so once again, I'm gonna open up Tremolator and really show you guys why I love this VST, because you can make stuff breathe, you know, make it less static. So that probably adds a really slight difference, but it does help out a lot. Next, I'm gonna put Wider on this, another free plugin, just to make it a little bit more atmospheric. Let's put some Valhalla. So as you can see, I'm doing really minor things with it. For example, the mix is only at 39%. I would probably take it down a little bit more. You know, you definitely don't want to have it more than 50 at all, like never. Unless you're putting it on a send, you would have it on 100. It's slight juice. Don't want to over juice it, you know? Be careful with it. A lot of you might know this, but this is another free plugin. And what this does is basically automate the panning. So if I put it on 1/4, it's going to change the panning every 4th beat. So we're going to do that maybe. Now I want to add like a more punchy element in there, so maybe actually I might go into these one shots that I'm working on and pick like some keys. That's actually hard. Damn, these one shots are crazy. I want this pattern to be super rhythmic, so like just make it lower in velocity over here. Another super fire effect that you guys see me using a lot is Portal. Probably the best overall VST I would recommend for any virtual beats is because it's super futuristic sounding and it does a lot of things all in one. This preset is hella crazy. It's called Warble Pitch. It's just too much, like. Alright, so now the effects are pretty juiced up. Let's select some cool colors. I'm feeling like some pink or purple stuff. Alright, so now let's just cook up the beat and put some drums on this real quick. Obviously, you already know I'm gonna go into to track this. right, I'm actually gonna add this lead as a final pattern because I feel like the chords feel kind of empty. And this is from Citrus. It's called FM Flute. Alright, y'all, so that's pretty much it for this video. As always, if you guys found this video helpful, if you guys learned something, please give it a like. And also comment below what you thought of it or give some other video suggestions. But I'll see you guys later, and peace out.